All right. I'm playing MagicArena this time. It's good to be back online again. Ready to jump right into this deck. So get sure everything Pioneer ranked Golgari. There we go. Let's get started. So it's been a bit since I've done Arena. But that's not to say that I've completely abandoned playing Arena. Keep this hand. I'm a wee little bit tired. I might go get something to drink. Probably be a short stream tonight. We will Thoughtseize to begin with. Thieves Guild. So it's a rogues deck. Tyrant, Scorn, Whirlwind, Denial, and Soaring Thought Thief. We'll go Tyrant Scorn, because I don't want them to kill my Grim Flare when I play it. I would hate that, honestly. It's a Llanowar Elves. Grim Flare out. And the Thought Thief. They're getting me pretty close to Delirium just by their mill triggers. The Whirlwind Denial is a little scary if they get another land, but it's not the worst thing. Not the worst thing in the world. Overgrown Tomb, go Grim Flare, go Fatal Push on the Thought Thief, and you've already got me down to 9. Block? I think so. I'm not swinging. What I do next kind of depends on if they counter Liliana or not. Counter Liliana? I'm not going to attack. I'm going to hold up Grimflare as a blocker. I'm already really low on life. Both from some of my cards and their attacking. Jesus. Yeah, swinging at me. We'll do Fieldred's Edict now while they're tapped out. Because I don't want to do it on their turn. I think the safest bet is discarding Fieldred here. Because I don't have a 4th land. The game is screwing me for land. Ebon Death. I have Whirlwind Denial up. It's the only card in their hand, so I'm going to make them discard before I cast anything. Because casting before I make them discard would be dumb. Wait. They have Brazen Borrower. I don't know. I'm gonna hold up mana. I don't know why they didn't cast Brazen Borrower there. Plussing Liliana here would be dumb. I'm also a Dread Knight. If it doesn't draw me a land, is not a good move either. So you just hold up mana. Come on, you son of a bitch. Play that Brazen Borrower. Need you to do that. Holding up mana. Plus Liliana. You discard a card. Brazen Borrower. Or just Abrupt Decay. Nah, discard the Dread Knight here. Okay. Just Scavenging Ooze. Scavenging Ooze. Exile something out of their grave. Because sure they can flash in Brazen Borrower. But now I'm just gonna -2 Liliana. It's kind of a weird game. Back and forth. Me being stuck on 2 mana for so long and them being stuck on 2 was also weird. That shit was kind of strange. Also, I forgot to turn the game audio on. It was muted the whole time. There we go. That should be a bit better. Be a little nicer. Have something to listen to. Plus Liliana. Zareth San? Okay. I will most definitely kill Zareth San. They could have animated Restless Reef and had some stuff going on. They scooped. Because they are silly. There is stuff they could have done. They didn't necessarily have to scoop there. They didn't necessarily have to give up. Keep the sound. Do Underground Mortuary. Leave it on top. I do want to keep that there. Oh my god, they do not have much in the way of early plays. Saw It Coming, though, is definitely something that I want to rip out of their hand because they're just going to foretell it. And now I know what they foretold there. That's just that card. Do Dread Whispers. Get Binding the Old Gods. They have also got Binding the Old Gods in their hand. They're doing some weird 4-color, 5-color thing. I don't see the white. They don't need white. They don't need white for Yorion. He's hybrid. Blooming Marsh. Do Mosswood Dread Knight. That's just to bait out the Binding the Old Gods. That's just there so that if they actually want to remove something, they have to kill the thing that draws me cards if it dies. Not sure why they didn't play the swamp there. They might have a better target, something better that's in red that they need to cast. We're told it. Shieldred, because I just have another Shieldred in hand. Essence capture, maybe. Or a foretold saw it coming could also be there. Yeah. I just need to bait out the counter spells. Gloomshrieker to get back the Shieldred is good. I like to keep one Gloomshrieker in this deck, just kind of like, because, you know, we don't have Eternal Witness in Pioneer. So Gloomshrieker is kind of the closest thing. And it's also a creature with menace. So I like that too. The fact that it is a cat is also important in some decks. Like, I built a cat tribal deck a while ago that actually ran Gloomshrieker. And it was really good. We will abrupt decay the midnight clock. Because, I do not want them getting more triggers off of that. Forest, for next turn it's good. To play Shieldred and then hold up a Go for the Throat. Vorinclex? Yeah, Vorinclex. Go for a Throat on Vorinclex. He can die. Binding the Old Gods. They have two of them. Do I play the Shieldred to bait it out? I have to. I actually have to be proactive here. I actually have to play stuff to try and get them to do things. Extinction event? Jesus. Mortuary. Grimflare. I have to leave Grimflare on the top. I need creatures. Shieldred. Even if Shieldred dies, that two life drain out of them is important. Wolf Willow. Oh. Grimflare. Animate this. Attack. End. The deck thinning from Binding the Old Gods is also really relevant. I like it because in my deck it basically says get a land and surveil one, because you search Underground Mortuary with it, and that shit is awesome. They had Yorion in their hand now. I've got Devious Cover Up to deal with Yorion, and I also have my own copy of Binding the Old Gods to deal with Yorion. Hissing Quagmire is not my favorite manland. I really like the Restless Caldera, or whatever the fucking red and black one was that was in Lost Caverns. That one was really good. That was a good land. Glissa Sunslayer? Oh, they stole my Glissa Sunslayer. That really sucks. Binding the Old Gods. To kill Tybalt. Then also Dread Knight. Mosswood Dread Knight draw that, end turn. And then Alrund's Epiphany? Jesus Christ. But now they're starting to get a lot of creatures, so playing Deadly Cover-Up is actually going to benefit me. Play Deadly Cover-Up and then just blow up everything. They're gonna drop Yorion, I think. Kiora bests the Sea God? Fucking gross. Non-land permanents your opponent controls. Yeah, we're taking 5 here. Destroying Binding the Old Gods is a good idea. Because prevent my ramp and my consistency, but it isn't worth it to fatal push something here just to save on life. It's better to just Deadly Cover-Up. Deadly Cover-Up. We'll also collect evidence with Deadly Cover-Up. Exile these 2 things. And what is the scariest thing in their deck? What do I not like? Binding the Old Gods is kind of nasty. Extinction Event's also kind of nasty, but it's only going to be removing my 1 creature, my Mosswood Dread Knight. So I think I actually do go for Binding. I got Yorion, Cultivate, Pithing Needle, and Shadow's Verdict. There we go. Get rid of all those. Get rid of all that shit. Mosswood Dread Knight. Play him. He comes down. Cultivate. The Cultivate is actually pretty huge. Just like for deck thinning and everything. Oh, gross. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, they get another copy. Yeah. At this stage, I think I just Deadly Cover-Up. Deadly Cover-Up again. Exiling this copy of Deadly Cover-Up and a Thoughtseize. Kill everything on the board. We will exile. I don't want to give them another card, but Valky's also pretty scary. They're only running it as a 2-of. It's scary, but I can cast Mosswood. I have nothing for them to tap. Midnight Clock. Basically a big mana dork. Play Dread Knight. They can gain control of it, but that's what Fatal Push is for. Thoughtseize right now. I'm so close to victory. Thoughtseize is... It's still... No. De-incentivizes them. Yeah, I can get Midnight Clock up pretty fast. What is their plan? Just gaining control of Mosswood Dread Knight? Well, surprise, motherfucker. I'm going to kill my own Mosswort Dread Knight. With Fatal Push, I'm going to Fatal Push my own Mosswort Dread Knight. It's Mosswood Dread Knight, not Mosswort Dread Knight. Hissing Quagmire on Pithing Needle and Liliana.
Don't speak ill of the undead.
Oh, and I can't activate Hissing Quagmire anymore. That's really really painful. I'll give him a draw. Oh, how am I gonna beat them?
Give me strength.
How am I gonna beat them here? This Thoughtseize. Rip that out of their hand. We play my Liliana. We'll force them to discard a card. Mosswood Dread Knight. They're getting really close. Scavenging Ooze. Get me back some life. Is a precarious position here. I think I just lose though. Because the midnight clock is gonna clock up and they're gonna draw a new hand of cards. They have Liliana Dreadhorde General on the field and I don't have a card that's an out to her in my hand. And my card that would let me drain them of life, Fieldred. We've gone through a couple copies already, I think. Yeah, there's a third Shieldred in my deck, but she's nowhere to be found. So I am going to scoop here. I was unfortunate that I had to take that L. But why is the text so faint? Give me 1 second. Yeah. It's being weird. If I save it, we do that. And then if I type there you go, that's better. Test message. It should scroll from the top. Done. This is in kind of a weird spot, eh? I don't know. I'll just leave it where it is. I'll just leave it where it is. Keep on keeping on with the Golgari. I usually do well against this deck because it folds to removal. Yeah, we take Bishop. Because the Bishop is probably the most problematic card in their hand at the moment. Do Hissing Quagmire, Fatal Push. Because see, this deck, it needs to get a bunch of creatures all together. And if you have removal, it's just going to fold. They don't they don't give a fuck. If I have creatures in the way, but removal is what's going to win us the game. There's a Righteous Valkyrie. And C, I will just Abrupt Decay.
Drop it.
Discard removal is just mono white's worst enemy because they don't really have good draw power. There's Righteous Valkyrie right there. Actually, who has Binding the Old Gods? I'd rather use a card than use Loyalty from Liliana to deal with them. Grim Flare, but All Sort Dread Knight. They're on top deck mode, so Thoughtseize just doesn't do anything anymore. There we go. Beautiful. That's how you do it. You got these mono white players trying to be crafty. Trying to figure out what the hell a game of Magic the Gathering is. Keep this hand. Blooming Marsh to start with and Thoughtseize. I can always oh my god, it's this frickin' deck. Even though I have a lot of removal, still difficult to deal with. Assassin's Trophy is also not a great piece of removal against this deck because it just ramps them. I'm betting they're gonna play Quarry Steel. Or they might not play Quarry. They might play Manifold Mouse. Which they do. Assassin's Trophy. Just have to answer every card they play. Assassin's Trophy, I would have rather saved it for Quarry Steel Cutter, but that's the thing. It's like, we're just gonna plus Liliana.
Oh, I'm tired of your secret.
Discard this copy of Liliana. And just, you know, Quarry Steel. Is there a Binding the Old Gods comes in? Swinging at Liliana is very funny. I will go for the throat on the monk. -2 Liliana. I don't like giving up Liliana that easily, but gotta do what I gotta do and take their lightning strike. And then Blooming Marsh. Ramanap Ruins? Go Binding. Binding the Old Gods, targeting Quarry Steel Cutter. Then I have a Fatal Push for whatever shit they want to pull on me next. They have another Quarry Steel. Ow. Ow, I'm in pain. Ouch. Ouch, that hurts. We'll get this. That's good. That's fine. We're good. Getting the Sacred token. Now that they're on top deck mode, it means, yeah. It's like with mono red, lands are just dead after a certain point. Grimflare will help set up plays for the future. Glissa Sunslayer. I will swing Grimflare in at them. See what beautiful cards we have on top. We have Shieldred. Do I want to do 2 Shieldreds in a row in case there's removal? It is so hard for them to remove Shieldred in mono red. It's like not even funny. They do not, I don't think they're packing removal for a 5 toughness creature. And they concede. That's how it's done. That's how you do it versus mono red. Core Steel is a tough threat to deal with when I don't have Abrupt Decay. And also when I had to use Assassin's Trophy on a creature. But hey, you know, do what we gotta do. You do what you gotta do. Overgrown Tomb. Venerated Rot Priest, eh? I mean, we're gonna give ourselves poison counters that way. Oh, shit. Green Sun's Twilight. Choose a creature card and or a land card from among them. Green Sun's Twilight is interesting. But I think we go for Venerated. Because I don't want to be getting 2 poison counters every time I target somebody with something. That seems bad. That seems like it's going to make my life a living hell. Shieldred's Edict. Get rid of that shit. You're out of here, you asshole. Then Canker Bloom. It's like a... makes me think of Canker Sore. Not a pleasant name for a card. Bloated Contaminator. I love this card. I want to try using this card more often. It is really cool. I like it, not even because it's got the toxic, but because of the proliferate. So like in Ouroboros decks or decks where you're like running Winding Constrictor and shit, it's pretty cool. I'm just gonna take the 3. I'm not gonna bother blocking that. I could use Gloom Shrieker. We're gonna exile a Rot Priest. We'll play Underground Mortuary. Fatal Push can stay on the top. I think it's fine. I attack. Pow! I don't want to give them more mana than I have to, because Green Sun's Twilight cast for 6 mana is going to be nasty. Expand the Sphere. Top 6, put up to 2 land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and put the rest on a random order. Oh. And then if you don't get that many lands, you can proliferate. But they're not going to do... I guess I just have to grin and bear it here. Yes. I'm going to activate Scavenging Ooze twice. Get those cards out of your graveyard. I need to stay alive. They're going to Green Sun's Twilight on me. So I have to hold up mana for Assassin's Trophy and maybe even Fatal Push. It's just better this way. So I need to bring up my stats. I lost to that one Sultai guy. Green Sun's Twilight. I got my stats up. Okay. Green Sun's Twilight resolving. Oh god, that's a fucking Tyranax Rex. It has Ward 4. Haste. Toxic 4. That is gross. So, in this case, I have to do that. I don't know why they didn't sack it to proliferate. Not much I can do about that. I can exile things to try and keep myself alive. Ow! Oh, I need to top deck Liliana or perish. What they got? Top deck Liliana or Shieldred's Edict? That's not what I need. That sucks. Shit. We can block him. If they don't have something that says proliferate, I think I'm okay. Shieldred's Edict being in my graveyard sucks. That is awful. And them also not having another creature is awful. Okay. Do Scavenging Ooze. And then you just pass. I have to double block. Yeah. Double block. Yeah, they're looking for a fight spell. Looking for a bushwhack or something. Yeah. Yeah, it becomes worth it at this point just to double block. They got like a pump spell? No. They don't typically play pump spells in these style decks. Pump spells are so rare to see. I don't care about ramping them anymore. What's one more mana when they're at fucking 7? What are they gonna do? Drop an Ulamog on me? Like, it's a toxic deck. It's we're gonna play Gloom Shrieker, and then I'll get back Scoos because it's the only permanent in my grave. Tyranax Rex. Okay, good game. Yeah, we just consign ourselves to our fate there. That's kind of how that's going. That's how that's happening. This is fine. Depends on what the third land I draw is, if it's fine though or not. With Flare. I think there is a 1 mana counter a creature spell, but I don't know how commonly used it is. Storm Chaser Drake. I mean, Storm Chaser Drake has to die because it's just going to get really strong. We've got Deathcap Glade, Kissing Quagmire, and Underground Mortuary. I think I want to set up my 2 draws like that. Draw for the next turn is Deathcap. Play a Liliana and kill whatever they play. Dragon Sniper. Interesting. It's a Dragon Sniper. I know one of those cards in their hand is Spell Pierce. I'm like pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Spell Pierce. I'm pretty sure they have it. Like, I feel it. Like, I feel it in the force. Okay. Maybe go for a land that comes in untapped. You got Assassin's Trophy and Mortuary. Just leave it as it is. I think we wait for them to tap out on their turn. Dragon Sniper is just a 1/1. Them also not blocking the Grimflayer is huge. It is actually pretty good that they didn't block. Hidden Strings. I think at this stage we just... I want them to cipher Hidden Strings on the fucking Dragon Sniper. I bet they have Spell Pierce. Watch them have fucking Spell Pierce. Maybe it's Snakeskin Veil, and Snakeskin Veil doesn't get around this. They have one blue, green. Phases out. So you can't cipher onto it, because it's not there anymore. Two cards in hand. Mortuary. It's tapped out, so their only target to cipher onto is gone. Death Cap. I think we set up Mosswood so that I'll draw into it. Liliana. Plus Liliana. Oh, they scooped. Okay. I wasn't expecting them to scoop to a Liliana. But maybe with just the 1/1 there to attack Liliana with, they didn't really have an out. They didn't have much to go off of there. There wasn't much they could do. On to the next game. So far, 6 games, 4 wins out of 6. Pretty good. 4 wins, 2 losses. 70% win rate on this session. I modified the deck a while ago, like 15 hours ago it said I modified it. So, yeah. It has been changed. Oh god. I just need to, yeah. Why is it doing that? I opened something by accident. We have to play the game. There we go. I closed it. It's fine now. There we go. Keep this hand. I was trying to open something else and I ended up clicking fucking Streamlabs. We unpinned from taskbar because I never use Streamlabs OBS anymore. I just use regular ass OBS. Do Thoughtseize on this person. Nurturing Pixie or Momentum Breaker or Nowhere to Run. These are both not great. These are both terrible for us. Thoughtseize. Probably They're probably gonna take Shieldred, right? Shieldred would be the right option. Ah, there you go. Shieldred's the right option, but it's also not optimal. I'm going to play Dread Knight because if they want to use Nowhere to Run on it, I can just cast him from the graveyard. Do like that. I'll attack. There you go. Ow, that hurt. I don't care though. I'm playing Gloom Shrieker and then getting back Shieldred. Because we have to summon Phyrexian Mommy if we want to actually defeat them. People go Gaga over Elish Norn. I like Shieldred though. I always thought Shieldred was the... I always like Shieldred more than Elish Norn. She's my favorite. She's my favorite female praetor. My favorite praetor in general is probably Vorinclex. Vorinclex might be a toss-up between Vorinclex and Urbrask. I like Urbrask because he's like a rebel, right? Like he plays by his own rules. But I also like Vorinclex's like survival of the fittest kind of thing with him too. Fits very well with dinosaurs. Nurturing Pixie. Oh, Momentum Breaker. They have a lot of removal, but what are they gonna bounce back? They bounce back Momentum Breaker, which doesn't lead me to very many good options. I don't have an amazing suite of things to play. I think we do Grim Flare because I don't care about losing him as much as Glissa Sunslayer. Because Glissa Sunslayer is just says draw cards. Glissa says draw cards on her. Grimflayer doesn't draw you cards, but he sets up your draws. I do not need to draw another land. That can go to the grave. Yorion is going to get played. Hopeless Nightmare. Okay. Yorion comes down, but you know, nothing stops Glissa. She's a freaking first strike death touch. She is one bad bitch. But, you know, they're gonna make me sacrifice her. Because he has that bounce effect, right? And we'll do Deadly Cover Up. Deadly Cover Up. Exiling. What do we want to exile? See, I don't have ways of getting back instants and sorceries out of my grave. So I'm more okay exiling instants and sorceries than I am exiling creatures. Deadly Cover Up. Exiling Nurturing Pixie. And yeah, there you go. I do not know. I don't know what the play is. I'm gonna make them sacrifice that. That card is gonna be a problem. Scrolling Crawler. Just being Howling Mine on a dude. Besiege the Mirror. Probably gonna get Shieldred, right? Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, you little bitch. Fuck. That was not great for me. That wasn't the best turnout. That wasn't the best appearance. That wasn't my best work. Moving on. Moving on. I don't give a this shit don't mean nothing to me, man. This shit don't mean nothing to me, man. Like Dracula flow. Like, this shit don't mean nothing to me, man. Underground mortuary. What's in those like bowls? I wonder. It's like embalming fluid. It's phlegm. One day, I think we are going to actually see physical through the Omen Paths cards. Like through the Omen Paths, they're gonna release them physically, I think. And it's going to be awesome. Probably in commander decks. I think they'll eventually do it. They'll eventually do it. There'll be a card that fits a commander deck so well, and it came out of the Spider-Man set, and they're like, fuck it, let's just do the through the Omen Paths version instead. Rugged Highlands. The art on that's really cool. I'm gonna play Mosswood Dread Knight because he's just a cool guy. Just a 3/2 guy. You know what makes Mosswood Dread Knight so cool is he looks like he would be like the protagonist in like a really dark anime, like something like Berserk. Kind of reminds me like of Guts, right? Just he carries an axe instead of a big ass sword. We will play that. Now play this. We will attack. Pow pow. Then they are going to feed me, I think. They're going to feed my scavenging ooze, I think. Pain Whale. The Pain Whale. There's a Godzilla Primeval Champion. Bum, 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 bum. But now he's getting eaten by Scavenging Ooze. The most fearsome kaiju of all, Scavenging Ooze. He's able to beat anyone.
Nobody knows Dominaria.
Take Liliana. Play Liliana. Play this. Genesis Ultimatum. I don't know what they're going to be doing with that. I think they've got a plan. I think they've got some crazy shit up their sleeve to cast it from their graveyard. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I don't know shit about how their deck works. But it's better safe than sorry, that's for sure. They're putting all these ultimata in their grave. Reflection of Kiki Jiki? Freaky Deaky. Kiki Jiki, Freaky Deaky. Unpredictable Cyclone. Well, you know what? They just screwed themselves. They legitimately just screwed themselves by not playing more creatures. However, yeah, it was a good game. It was GG. It was GG. It was. Imagine if I fumbled that game. Imagine. But no, I'm doing good. Keep this hand. Even though it's kind of slow. Finding the Old Gods. I'm not confident that I'm going to draw a fourth land by the time I need it, but... Is this Skull Dweller? Mortuary... Glissa? I'm going to turn 3 play Glissa. Turn 3... play the Deathcap Glade, play Glissa. I could have surveilled her away and gotten myself tried to dig deeper into getting a land. Do this. I'm just gonna kill him in the Fang Bearer. Just kill him. Kill them while they're tapped out, because I know this deck plays shit like Snakeskin Veil and like creature protection. So I actually do have to kill him there. Venerated Rot Priest. Imbilius. Then you just play this. You play Binding. Kill Venerated Rot Priest while they're tapped out, of course. Skull Dweller having Death Touch is annoying. Next turn, though, I get my Surveil. Binding the Old Gods gets better the, like, more decks, the more colors you're in, because you can, like, search for, tri-lands. You can actually search for, like, any tri-land that's got the word forest on it. Meathook Massacre for 0. I mean, there are reasons to do that. Just having it there. Grim Flayer, more copies of him? I don't know. I think I just do Glissa Sunslayer. The first strike Death Touch is enough to deter them from attacking. Because my first strike Death Touch gets over there. Regular Death Touch. Yeah. How much faster can we really get here? It's to play Shieldred, but I think Shieldred is kind of a last hurrah. I think we're going to play her after I play these two Grim Flares. I'll play both of these. Ugh. That's unfortunate. I have two of them now. They're not incentivized to block with them though. I'll block. I will. I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna attack. Scavenging Ooze on the top, then Grim Flare, then Llanowar. Llanowar Wastes. I don't have anything drawing me extra lands, so that's my next. Those are my draws for the next 3 turns. Will I be alive in 3 turns? Maybe not. Whip of Erebos. Well, hot diggity fucking dog. That's crazy. I ain't seen anyone play that card in ages. Now. Now, this is the part where we're patient. We play the waiting game. We play the patient game. We let them get another land, I guess. Holding up mana for Whip of Erebos. But now I don't have to do that because they completely tapped out for Necrogen Rot Priest. I see, I like this style of Toxic, where it's like using the creatures. I hate that like spell Toxic deck. The one where it just like feels like it's impossible to interact with without obscene amounts of discard. How far do I want to go with this? I think that's okay. I think that's fine. I could have won, but I was worried about removal. I was worried about going all in and then them having removal and then not having any responses on my next turn. Because that would suck. That'd be awful. That'd be absolutely terrible. But we're fine. I'm fine. Aclazotz? Okay. That's an interesting card in Toxic, to be 100% sure. They scooped. Yeah, I'm at Platinum Tier 3, baby. It's only November the 6th. I have plenty of time to get to Mythic before the end of the month. I have plenty of time, and I'm gonna get to Mythic with this, maybe with this deck. I really like this deck. It has been doing me great work so far. It has been kicking ass and taking names. So I'm definitely hyped about this deck. I'm gonna keep this hand. This hand is more than fine. More than fine. Odd. There you go. There you go. Like that. Blooming Marsh. Thoughtseize. What do they even have? Carnival and Carnage and Momentum Breaker? I don't like that. I do not like Momentum Breaker. Momentum Breaker, yeah, I have to do something there. I do have to. I have to answer it. Do Llanowar Wastes. And then Grimflare. Grimflare to set up draws in the future. What card is the last card in their hand? It's probably asking them if they want to cast Carnival and Carnage. Bernhilder summon? They didn't draw a third land. I think Homie might be in trouble. Homie is definitely in trouble. The suffering must continue for my opponent. I will attack with Grimflare. Thoughtseize. I have 2 land drops for the next couple of turns, so I don't need to really concern myself with another land. Grimflare will also probably connect another time. That can also kill Planeswalkers. That's more than fair. I'm going to Thoughtseize them. A Molten Collapse. Yeah, no. Grimflare gets to stand there. I'll play another one. Yeah. Unless there's a better card. Go. Nah, I want the removal. I want the removal. We'll go for that. We'll set up like that. So you can kill their you can do this. Go for the throat on their token. Screws. Attack. Pow pow. There's another Grim Flare. We get 4 of them. We get the fucking Exodia. I don't think I actually want to draw lands. We, yeah. Set up like that. Yeah. I forgot to play a land. Ah, shit. That's okay. That's fine. The Rotten Mouth Viper is kind of crazy. Momentum Breaker? As much as I think the better play is sacrificing Scavenging Ooze, I'm worried about their graveyard shenanigans. I'm worried that this deck has some fucking weird way of using the graveyard. Like a zombify kind of a thing. I don't know. I just have a hunch. I have a weird feeling about it. And I could be completely wrong. Binding the Old Gods, it might have been a better target to just wait, but see, I say that, but then I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna cast Binding the Old Gods because I don't want them getting fucking Kiki Jiki. I don't want them getting that shit and start copying things. I'll die. They'll have so much card advantage, I will perish. Good lord. Underground Mortuary. I can go to the grave. Oh god, the Rottenmouth Viper's coming down this turn. It is. Why play Momentum Breaker now? Oh, they make me discard a card. That's terrifying. Yeah. Did I fuck up somewhere along the line there? I think I did by not lining up the removal as well. I should have set up more removal in my draws instead of going for the creatures, because they wiped my board there. They wiped the board and then subsequently wiped the floor with me. And I thought, Thoughtseize, what the fuck kind of deck is this? Well, it's that's Zombify and there's Overlord there. You take the Zombify, man. It's if they don't draw another copy of it, then they're kinda hosed, right? We do this, and then we do this. Overlord. They need to be at 3 mana to do anything. Actually, I'm just gonna play a creature. They need to be at 4 mana, I feel like, to be able to fucking do anything worth a damn. Actually, Blooming Marsh first, and then Overgrown Tomb. We do it like that. Because that way it'll enter untapped. Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Discarding. Oh god. I will have to set up like that. They play Zombify here, then we kill Arden with Go for the Throat before they can even enter combat. Etali, no! Ah, Jesus. I gave them a fucking Thoughtseize. Oh, Jesus. And they got Fear of Missing Out, which is also pretty solid. Valgavoth. I'll... God damn it. It is not the greatest day to not have Scavenging Ooze, is it? It really isn't the greatest day to be missing Scavenging Ooze. I need Scavenging Ooze to defeat this motherfucker. And instead, I'm getting nothing. Jesus. This is awful. No. Maybe it's the 23 lands in this deck that's like, the ratios are getting fucked, man. I can still win, but I'm not confident. I'm not confident in my ability to win here. Yeah. I will concede. I will concede. I don't have anything. Gonna check the stats again. 64% win rate. It's good. 14% above 50 is really solid. It is good. It is a good deck. I was playing this deck earlier and getting my ass absolutely handed to me, and shit sucked. But it's okay. We're going to Thoughtseize them. What the fuck? Okay, Bishop is the go-to. We Thoughtseize them again. This time we take the Valkyrie. Angelic Destiny, I lost this fucking card earlier. Somebody just whipped that shit out and I wasn't even expecting it. got sent to the Shadow Realm for it.
Nobody knows Domino. You won't be outsmarting me.
Liliana. Come on. Discard your thing. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Discard your thing. At this stage, just...
Don't.
It has flash? Huh. Nah. Say goodbye to your cow. Don't have a cow, man. Yada. She will die. You are going to die. And Liliana, discard your last card.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Why did it tap like that? I'm not gonna ult Liliana against a board like this. That is dumb. Ulting Liliana against a board like that would be stupid. We have enough loyalty on her for 2 charges of sacrifice, which is good. And when I'm on top deck mode, I can just plus her and it doesn't even matter. Who cares?
Don't overthink things.
And then Scavenging Ooze. Exile this thing. There we go. We plus Liliana. We Scavenging Ooze Giada. The cow. What's in my graveyard? I don't have any creatures in my grave. Dread Knight. It drew a Liliana, which I don't need. I don't need her right now. I really don't. I need other cards. I really do need other cards. This is the last stand of a desperate person. You know? Or they just rope you. Yeah. You know, you could have done that earlier and not wasted my time. I know I kind of sound like an asshole, but this game brings out the worst in me sometimes. Honestly. Just how some people play. Like, bruh. 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 It's true. It's so true, bruh. Bro. Bro, that's crazy, bro. Goldaria. Goldar. Goldar tired. You know, everyone knows the Goldar from Power Rangers, but I like the Goldar from Kenny vs. Spenny. Goldar. Goldar tired. God, that shit was so funny. Where Kenny painted himself gold. And called himself Goldar. Goldar tired. The Goldar tired just lives rent free in my head. Or I'm like, I go to lay it down and I'm like, Goldar tired. There's so many good bits from that show. Yeah, hi. Hi, you fucking clanker. Okay, let's get this fucking clanker out of here, man. Da-da-na-na. 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 Call me Commander Cody the way that I'm fucking killing these clankers out here. It detected it. It sent it away already. My clanker is more powerful than theirs. My robot is superior. Yeah, I got killed, right? Oh yeah, the message didn't even get sent in the chat. Because it is obviously from a clanker. Play this card. At this stage, I just need to survive. I just need to survive. We have one. So, okay, if they draw a Righteous Valkyrie, I'm dead. They have 4, 5, 6. 6 damage on board. It's like sending me the little sleeping emoji. What the fuck? Of course they top deck that shit. What an asshole. Huh? They could have attacked me with everything. Grim Flare. Let's do this. Ew. Deadly Cover Up. I don't have enough evidence to collect to kill anything. Oh god. I forgot that it did that. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I was dead anyway. There really wasn't anything I could do. See, usually I can do well against this deck. I just didn't draw my removal. Removal? Where is my removal? It is nowhere to be found. It is hidden away. Deep inside of my deck. Ugh. At least I'm progressing. At least I'm actually getting rank. At least I'm actually getting higher rankings. The mythic push, getting to mythic isn't the hard part. It's actually getting numbered. That's the hard part. Especially when you're playing like an off-meta deck. Saga Supremo. I hope he's playing sagas. I hope homie is playing sagas. Because that would be awesome. There's so many sagas that are good. That you could make an entire deck out of them. and it would be amazing. No, 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 no. What is the best? What is the best target here? Agatha's Soul Cauldron, because I'm like pretty sure that if they're playing Agatha's Soul Cauldron, there's some bullshit that's about to happen to me. Because when you see this card, you know that they aren't doing anything fair with it. Yeah, it's motherfucking VV Orniteer. They ain't doing nothing fair with that shit. They're just here to bend me over their knee and spank me. And tell me that I've been a bad boy. I want Liliana to do that to me. I don't want Vivi to do that to me. Liliana, fine. Liliana, Dommy Mommy. I like Liliana. That's why she's in my deck. She's super sexy also. Liliana is like, I smell somebody cooking something upstairs. Somebody is cooking delicious food. Perhaps I should go and get some of it. I always feel bad asking, like, it smells really good, can I have some? And they're like, no. I only made enough for one person. That one person is me. Like, okay. Sure. That's cool. Just let me starve. I think... Oh, I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. It's this style of deck. They have recommission. They can get back Monastery Mentor. Are we both just stuck at 2 mana? I think we are. I think the game just told both of us, play the game with 2 mana. Or, you know, it's like you can't play the game on just 2 mana. You're not a mono blue. You're not a mono red player. Well, get fucked then, big guy. Like, like, god damn it. I hate it here. I'm mana screwed. They gave them their 3rd land. Maybe it'll give me my 3rd land. I never get mana screwed like this in like actual like tabletop Magic. It never happens. It's once in a blue moon. I shouldn't say that it never happens. It's like once in a blue moon that it happens. But here's these games, a couple games. Feels like the games I've lost, I've been in that situation. Really like Grimflare. Grimflare, if he actually connects, will help me get my lands that I need. Man. Mulch. Oh, mulch. I remember when people played this a lot in Standard. People played this quite a bit when it was in Standard. It was good. It's a good card. I have 3 copies of Glissa Sunslayer in my hand. It's like, what am I gonna do with 3 of them?
Enough with the mysteries.
They're just fodder to discard to Liliana at this point. Grimflare. There's my land. I can put the land like that. Because I'm just gonna play a Glissa on their turn. I'm just gonna use Glissa. Yes. That seems like the right idea. Really does. Really does seem like the right idea. Negate? That's the wrong card to be added to your hand right now, buddy. You don't want that. You want things that can counter fucking creatures. What is this? Maximize velocity? Oh. Swinging it at Liliana.
It back.
We're gonna underground mortuary. I think I want a copy of Assassin's Trophy just to be able to deal with any unsavory bullshit that they might be playing on me. But it also depends on what Grimflayer shows me. And it shows me Liliana. Yeah, Liliana. Yeah, Liliana. Set the draws up like that. Picklock Prankster. They've got plenty of blockers. Holding up mana for negate, eh? That sucks. 'Cause that means that they're gonna counter my Liliana. I'm just gonna attack. I'm going to attack. I might try to bait out the counter spell with Fatal Push, targeting the Picklock Prankster. Depending on how they block. Nah, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. We go for Mosswort. Mosswort on the top. End turn. I really have to try to bait out that damn counter spell. So now that I know it's in their hand, I'm like, oh god. What am I going to do? I hate it here. VV. Okay. Sure. Just trying to think like what their strategy is. What is their strategy? Just cast a bunch of instants and sorceries and deal damage to me with VV? VV add mana? VV is also good in Pioneer because it's like good in Standard, also good in Pioneer. Makes sense. But they're not going to attack. They need the draw. They need the... They also can't add white with VV, so they can't cast these and gain more life. So they're trapped in this kind of weird limbo state of not being able to block with VV. They had one white. And now VV is used up. They've used the mana from VV. They still got some more. There's still things they can do. Still stuff they can do. But that's not to say that I'm out of the woods yet. If they cast removal, they use removal on one of my creatures, then VV's dead because I have Fatal Push. But if they don't do that, then I'm getting hit for 6. I'm getting hit for 8. I'm getting hit for 8. Gross. That is gross. I'm getting hit for 8. Oh. Yeah, that's game. I did not have the right removal for that. And Fatal Push doesn't work, as it is a 3 mana cost creature. That was close to being mine. If they had just been a few points of damage off, I could have just played Liliana, made them sacrifice. But you know, I could sit here all day and say, what if? We just move on from the loss and try and go for another win. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we keep continuing. That sort of mentality is what we strive for here on the KMAC channel. Where am I at here? Right there? This hand is weird. I think it's good to deal with like a 1-drop. We play Swamp as the first land, then Llanowar Elves, Llanowar Wastes, and then Deathcap Glade. My mouth working faster than my brain there. You can call it Llanowar Elves. The fuck am I saying? If they play a 1-drop, then it's just dead. Bishop, yeah, it's this deck again. It's just Angels. Angels. The green-white Angels has a little bit more staying power, I find. Because they got the collected companies and shit. Collected company, and like sometimes they run Heroic Intervention or Snakeskin Veil. Things that can protect their shit. Right? That's gonna attack. How? At this stage, I'll just play another Dread Knight. I'm just playing another Dread Knight. I'm expecting Collected Company. No, it tapped land. No Collected Company right now, at least. Valkyrie. Yeah, that's a thing. You do that. We do that. Kill the Valkyrie. Collected Company? Yeah, Collected Company on their turn. Instead of holding it up for when I attack. It's smart. But the benefit, like, if you're going, like, it's the sign of kind of a novice player that they just used it on their turn instead of holding it up during my turn, because I would have attacked and then they can play Collected Company and then I'm forced to do stuff like reacting. We do this. Fatal Push and leave it on the top. We do Fatal Push on Giada. We do attack with both of these. See how they block. Because I don't mind him dying at that stage. I'm going to hold up Assassin's Trophy. Sometimes it is better to use the spell on your opponent's turn in certain situations, because if you know that your opponent has something that is like a protection spell or a counter spell and they're tapped out, it's better to do it on your turn. Like play Collected Company on your turn while they're tapped out, but I'm not in blue. I don't have counter spells, so it really isn't much of a benefit. I'll give them a land, but it's finding the old gods. We'll take this opportunity to destroy that and get ourselves a 2/2 creature. Then do Shieldred. Just, you know, if they can't remove Shieldred, we're good. We're a few turns away from victory if they can't deal with Shieldred. Okay, Liliana. Liliana comes down. I'm going to make them sacrifice a creature. It's just going to be Land War Elves, probably. We swing with Shield Dread because they have to block with both if they want to kill them. We put 3... she's got Death Touch, so either way. Now that I'm on top deck mode, I can just play this. Plus this.
Don't overthink things.
Oh, they're gonna use that ability, aren't they? No, they didn't use it.
I'll be back with friends.
I don't know why they did that. This sucks. I scoop. That wasn't a great game against Angels. I do think that the green-white Angels is so much better. It's like infinitely better than just the mono white. Like when I play the Angels deck, which I will do every once in a while, just if I'm trying to do a quest, right? Like cast this many white spells, I'll play it every once in a while. But I do the green-white. It's just more sustainable that way. You've got the collected companies and stuff. Collected company, Land War Elves to get the 3-drops out on turn 2. Like getting the turn 2 Righteous Valkyrie is huge. And you got this one. This one. Opening stuff. What is my opponent even doing? I don't know what to do. Jesus. Your go. I hate being that guy, but I'm doing a stream here, buddy. Part of it is being entertaining. You can't do that when I can't start the fucking game. You animal. Okay, it's easy win. I will Thoughtseize though. The best target, these were both pretty much the same thing. They're the same card, basically. That one is... No, this one's a little more dangerous because it has the sacrifice on deal damage thing. But for the most part, they are very, very similar. I don't know why they didn't cast their Fireblade Charger. Doing Thoughtseize on them. Yeah, if you don't have any creatures to target, your cards are useless. Oh, Clever Lumimancer. Hi, I'm Lumi, your favorite Tard. That's all I can think of when I see Clever Lumimancer. That's legit where my brain goes. No. I know that I have to waste 2 kill spells on that, but I don't want them making... bodies. Yeah, I don't want them making 2/2 creatures. I'd rather waste my spells than have that happen to me. I would rather waste cards. I don't need more land. I need a Shieldred. I need a Glissa. Yeah. Get ready to throw some hands, bro. Oh, did they not have creatures? I can animate this and still have mana up to cast Shieldred's Edict, which is awesome. God, I really want them to spend 5 mana and cast a Nova Hellkite. That would be so funny. Coffee Scamp. Just attack? Just attack. I have a plan. My plan is super duper awesome. It's when they actually cast Monstrous Rage, I'm going to cast Shieldred's Edict. To make them sacrifice it before it gets the buff. And it will be very funny. No. No, I'm not letting that happen. No. I don't think so. I mean, I'm still going to take a lot of damage, but not as much as I would have. That's smart. Now, this mono red player is actually using their fucking noodle. They, you know, they decided to get all the rocks out of their head and actually start like thinking. You're like, that card is going to be a problem. Instead of like, I'm going to hit you in the face, right? Like they always do. Because they always do that. Mono red players, man. Why am I tilted like that? Why does he look like that? Why does he look like that? You know? Ugh. Ah. Onwards towards the next game, which I will probably win. Because I'm awesome. It has been pretty good so far. Keep this hand? Yeah. Yeah, keep this hand. Sing Quagmire. Do I guess Overgrown Tomb into Grimflayer? They're gonna Fatal Push him. I was right. I should have thought seized first. I will cast Glissa Sunslayer. I have another copy of her, so it is okay if she dies. Liliana. Interesting.
But I'm taking the credit. Off you go.
It's pain. We're going to kill her
Fine.
because I need my card advantage. I do not want, god damn it. They had this guy? Had this, yeah. Yes. We do Glissa Sunslayer. Yes. Do they have removal for her? They do. Murderous Rider. God damn it. God damn it, they have more removal than me. They're winning the removal game. This is pain. They should have tapped the other Mutavault and then animated a Mutavault. Oh god. You will -2.
Distractions. Let's make this quick.
It's a removal spell and also helps
Sacrifices must be made.
deal with... They'll swing at Liliana instead of at me. It's a distraction. Their deck is really good.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
Maybe I should run Mutavault. Maybe that's the secret sauce that we're missing. Blade of the Oni. Yeah. Even with Shield Red, I don't win here. That... They just had so much more removal than I did. They're clowning on me with the amount of removal they had. That was freaking crazy. It's like actually slapping me around. Okay, now my win rate is like 55% for this build, 50 for this session. I'm not satisfied with it being 50. I'm really not. It has to be higher than that. I will actually do my best to make it higher. Oh, okay. This is a solid hand versus this deck. No, fucking hell, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh god. I did click the wrong thing there. Shit. Fucking gross. Well, just Fatal Push. Fatal Push. I'm doing it while they're tapped out because they probably have turn inside out. Glissa Sunslayer. It's a good blocker. They need Lightning Strike to deal with her. Claim the motherfucking firstborn? What the hell? Well, at least they're not sacrificing her. Like, I get her back at least. Yeah. Oh, ew. Bolt Wave, full bore. Bolt Wave. Sunslayer. Okay, that was a good draw. Hi, Totodile Leader. How are you? Welcome. I'm doing well. I am playing some Golgari, and Totodile is one of my favorite Pokemon, so you've got an awesome name. I really do like Totodile. Great Pokemon. He was the starter that I picked in silver. I can't remember what I named him. I think I named him Steve, after Steve Irwin, because he's a crocodile hunter. That seems to strike a bell. That seems to ring a bell. I think I did name him Steve. Orzhov Life Gain Brawl deck versus my 5-color Spider deck. A 5-color Spider deck. I must have had to use a lot of freaking wild cards when that new set came out, eh? Like, so many. That's why I didn't really... Like, I'd like to build a Spider tribal deck, but so many wild cards. Just way too much. Starting off, Death Cap Glade as my play. Storm Chaser's Talent. So this guy is on like a kind of a prowess deck. Scavenging Ooze. I pull all the Mythic Spider. That's really good. Just kept opening packs. Me, I didn't have too much of an interest in the Spider-Man set, which is a sentiment a lot of people had. But hey, if you enjoy it, that's all that matters, right? Everybody gets different enjoyment out of Magic and whatever cards. Not sure why they would do that. Oh, it was on Arena. Yeah, exactly. So like you just opened up all the cards on Arena that you needed. Sleight of Hand, Horned Lockwhale. The Lockwhale is kind of nasty. It is. Also, it is a creature, so I have fuel for my Scavenging Ooze. Sleight of Hand. But yeah, just... Were you doing like lots of drafts of the set, or just opening the packs? Hottie Gin. Alright. Got the gin. Just opening. Yeah. Me, I always prefer draft. I always prefer draft as my way of... I'm actually going to destroy target enchantment. Because drawing a card, while it is nice, it's not... I feel like destroying that is going to do me better. Create a spirit with whenever you draw a card, put +1/+1 encounter on this and draw, and it's got vigilance, eh? That is pretty cool. We are going to kill it, and then I am going to... they scooped. They have a cool deck. That's a cool mono blue deck. That's a neat deck. I actually do think that deck is cool. We're almost at the 2-hour mark of the stream. I had so many board wipes in my hand that my opponent commander went from 2 mana to 8 mana. Yeah. I have a buddy who plays, I play commander with him a lot, and he has Dogmeat as his commander. And it doesn't matter how many times you kill Dogmeat. He just ramps so hard with all the equipments that he puts on, like Sword of the Animus, and there's one of the swords, like Sword of Hearth and Home, I think it is the one that searches you a land and then flickers. It's so crazy that he's like, I have 8 mana, I recast Dogmeat. You're like, bro. He doesn't care if his commander dies, because the commander has an ETB, has entered the battlefield. So he's just like, oh, I just get him back. Meanwhile, my commanders are all like, if they die, I am SOL. Oh, this is an interesting hand. Interesting deck. Maybe we go Scrap Gorger. In Search of Greatness. Wait a sec. Wait a second. Wait. What is he doing? In Search of Greatness, there's probably a way to abuse this card. I know there are ways to abuse this card. With rooms, I think with rooms you abuse it. My combo sense is tingling, where I see cards and I'm like, that card must be part of a combo. There's no way this person is running this card and it isn't part of a combo. We're gonna put Scavenging Ooze on the top. I will end turn. I will hold up mana to remove things. I will play Hissing Quagmire. I will continue. The noise that Hissing Quagmire makes when you play it is very funny. Go for the Throat on the top of the deck. I feel like that's a wise move. I feel like that's smart. I think Scavenging Ooze here is a good idea too. Let me just exile Scrap Gorger. Let me just exile your Scrap Gorger. Let me just pick that up off the floor. let me just grab that. What's the play here? Hold up mana again. Hold up mana. Grim Flare, Deadly Cover Up. Do I need Deadly Cover Up? I feel like I'll need it eventually against this deck. I feel like this might be a deck that like snowballs out of control and makes things horrible for me. In Search of Greatness, I trust this card about as far as I can throw it. So, I mean, I could throw it pretty far, so that phrase doesn't really make much sense. It's a card. Pretty good at chucking cards. Get them to fly really far. This is like a frisbee. Play a Llanowar Wastes. There's no more creatures to exile anywhere, I don't think. No. No, there's nothing. There's nothing there. We're just going to attack. Then I feel like these cards are just a liability at this point. They're not going to help me win. I end my turn. Kaya the Inexorable. Are the chat messages? Now that I see that the chat messages end up where they are, I think I might modify this. Put them on the side. Exile target non-land permanent? Do I have an instant in my grave? No, I need... a sorcery instant. I put creature in my grave. Getting them really low now. Thoughtseize and Thoughtseize. Yeah, I just arrange it like that. It has Yahenni mono black brawl deck. It has over 30 destruction spell. It's really fun. That is pretty cool. You know what would be a cool commander to like do that theme with? Kalitas. Also, why is the chat messages they were showing up earlier. They're changing their positioning. Where should I put them? Yeah, you know what he does? Yeah, sacrifice a creature and you can make them get indestructible. I'm pretty sure. Sack a creature, indestructible. Put it like this. Why is the... Yeah, now it looks different. Now it looks better. Try sending a message. Because I know Yahenni. I do know Yahenni, yeah. Yahenni, Undying Partisan. Yahenni has haste. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Yahenni Undying Partisan and sacrifice another creature. Yahenni gains indestructible until end of turn, which is awesome. There's a lot of different ways to play them. Yeah, okay, there. Now it's working. Okay. So now the message is appearing above my head. It doesn't cut down below my head. That's good. That's good. We're in a good spot. You're in a good spot. Chat is in a good spot. Hi, chat. Chad? Chad? His name's Chad. Chad Thundercock. Gonna keep this hand. I wanted to try something. I want to start a brand new account on MagicArena to see how hard it is to get started with this game in the year of our Lord 2025. And the name of my account, I was gonna call it Sorcery Ramen. Sorcery Ramen. Like instant ramen, but it's slower. So it's Sorcery Ramen. You know, you let it simmer a little bit longer. You know, give it some time in the pot. Sorcery Ramen. Core Steel Cutter scares me. I'm blowing it up. I'm ending this party right now. This party is over. I'm blowing up your Corey Steel Cutter. Corey in the House. And I see Corey Steel Cutter, I think Corey in the House. You know that show, Corey in the House? It's one of my favorite animes, Corey in the House. We're gonna play Gloom Shrieker. Gloom Shrieker. He will get back Mosswort Dread Knight. Why am I doing this? It's mostly just because I want I want to have this guy on the field, this menace body. Gloom Shrieker is so cool and the art goes so hard. He looks more like an Ikoria card. But he's a Kamigawa card. He's actually a Nue, which is a type of monster in Japanese mythology. A cat with a snake tail. They're like the Japanese version of a chimera.
A fight? And you think you can win? I'm tired of your secrets.
So like Chimera, that's like Greek mythology, but Nue is Japanese mythology. Focus All's constructed ranked. I play Historic on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to play Historic a lot more, like way back before Historic before they introduced alchemy cards into Historic, and I was just like, fuck this. I don't want to play with alchemy cards. It doesn't feel like real Magic. Like, that's just me. Like, call me a weird Magic Puritan, but like, I don't care for Historic. I will always I will play Pioneer, I'll play Standard, I'll play Draft, I'll play things that are the equivalent of something that exists in paper, but as soon as alchemy cards get involved, I'm like, I'm out, bro. I'm out. I just don't enjoy it. That style of Magic where I see a card that it doesn't exist in paper and I'm like, or you see a card that could exist in paper. There's nothing stopping it, right? I play blue-white control. Oh, you're one of those motherfuckers. blue-white control. Oh my god. Nah, I kid. Blue-white control is perfectly fine, perfectly valid way to play. But man, sometimes it grinds my gears playing against blue-white control players where, oh, it gets under my skin with how hard they're, how just like countering every single thing I play. And, oh, it makes me salty. But that everybody has their like styles of deck that make them salty. That's mine. That's mine. And I have a buddy who loves blue-white and loves control. And every time I'm like, bro. Every time I have to play against his deck. He has a Phage the Untouchable commander deck. So you're like, oh my god. He has all these different ways of getting his commander into his hand. I can make my opponent can't cast spells on their turn for 6 turns. Yeah. Like, that shit is just brutal. It is rough. It is obscene. Grim Flare. Oh hey, look, lands. I'm just gonna leave him like that. I'm gonna leave him like that, bro. I could have put one of them into the grave so that I can play Gloom Shrieker and get a land. But, you know. Ah, Graveyard Trespasser. I see what you're trying to do. I see. We'll do Glissa. Glissa Sunslayer, because at least she can block it, right? He's got Ward, discard a card, Gifted Aetherborn. Mutavault, like this art of Mutavault is so beautiful too. Just like and also like the creatures living inside of the, like they're frozen inside of the rocks. That's so cool. Look up Orum's Chant. Yeah, I think I've seen Orum's Chant before. Orum's Chant Isochron Scepter? Yeah. This spell was kicked. Creatures can't attack this turn. Yeah, it's in Historic, which is so nutty. God, it's so evil. We do Mossort Dread Knight too here. You do Grim Flare here too. Then Glissa Sunslayer will attack. Yeah, boy. Draw a land. Causing some pain. Snapcaster target chant. Yeah, exactly. It's that kind of play. And then you like, oh, you can like flicker him and stuff. So gross. Oh, you're really hissing Quagmire. Then I'll attack with Glissa. Draw a card. Yeah, removal. Binding the Old Gods. I will destroy Graveyard Trespasser. Yes. I am sure I want to do that. I will discard Blooming Mark. Also, Abrupt Decay is awesome against Graveyard Trespasser because it can't be countered, right? So you don't have to discard a card. You don't have to pay the ward cost. The deck is like, oh, it's a nice card. Can you put back into your hand and it won't do anything? Yeah. It's like counter spells. And like, just in Historic, I bet the control cards are even more nasty than the ones in Pioneer. Like, they have fucking Orum's Chant, and you're like, good gracious. You're like, yeah, have fun not doing anything. I gotta see when I work tomorrow. When do I work? 11. Yes. I'll be streaming again on Saturday. I have to make my schedule for next week. But I don't know when I work. And that sucks. I hit Guardian of New Benalia because fuck that card. I hate this stupid card. This card has been causing me headaches a lot in my runs, like in my in my Pioneer games. People play this card and I'm like, God, it's legitimately why I put Shieldred's Edict in this deck. They have Recommission. God, honestly, this deck gives me such a hard time that I kind of want to just scoop here and move on to the next game. Because I know that Sheltered by Ghosts is just going to come down, get rid of Grimflare. Yeah. If I don't have Shieldred's Edict, I just lose to this deck. Like, this deck right here, like this, like, artifact, like the, Esper, not Esper, the, Orzhov Greasefang. Ugh, if I don't have the right cards, it's a nightmare to try and deal with it. I might go out again and try and get something to eat. Not sure. Thought Scour. Yeah, like, trying to remember what that does. Is it in Pioneer? I don't think it's in Pioneer. Grim Flare. I need land. I need land. As much as I want to draw Grim Flare, I need land more than him. I need land more than I need that card. Kaya, Invasion of Tolvada, Kaya. Like all 5-drops? Yeah, we'll just discard Invasion of Tolvada. We do Deathcap Glade. 1 blue, opponent mills 2 cards, and I draw a card. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's good to have. Good to have some mill. Edgar. If they draw another land, you know, I was gonna kill Edgar here. Yeah, this Kaya. Running 4 of them, yeah, it's just solid draw.
How hard could it be?
God, this is brutal. Then it transforms back. Sigarda's Splendor. I'll try to draw into something a little more punchy. We'll do Liliana.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadow. We all have things we'd rather.
I need to draw my Wrath card.
I won't stand by as innocent people are slaughtered.
Liliana.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate. One of your friends has to leave.
Oh, okay. Restoration of Iganjo. Can discard some cards. Dread Knight. Don't really have creatures, do they? I might as well try and gain some life here too. Last, I milled 2 land on my opponent's deck and they didn't draw any more lands for 3 turns and they surrender. Yeah. Nasty. It's so nasty. I once won a draft that way. And a game of draft that way and I made my opponent so mad. It was Battle for Zendikar. And I just kept hitting with my ingest creatures. And they just kept milling their land. It was not a fun time for them. It really, unfortunately, was not. Okay. Let me double check here. Where we're at. 57% win rate. That's pretty solid. I like that. Keep this hand. Snap keep easy. Underground Mortuary, leave it on the top, easy. Easy choice. Llanowar Wastes, Grim Flare. Ruin Crab. Got this one. Your Discord does work? Doesn't work? Invite invalid. Okay. Give me half a second here. I set it to not expire, but I guess it didn't. I think somebody managed to get into the Discord the other day, so it might have expired like today or recently. Give me half a second to fix this. I'll get you the invite link here. Invite. Copy. I will send it. I will send it over. There you go. Now we go under wherever the fuck that was. It was What bot is sending it? Double check the bot. It's Nightbot. Nightbot is the one that's sending the messages. So I'm going to go to Nightbot and I'm going to change it. There we go. That should work. Edit invite link. Expire after 7 days? Never. Generate a new link. Copy. Nightbot. Edit. I had it set to never expire. And now it's doing that shit to me. Man, fuck. Do Thoughtseize. Man, they have 2 copies of Split Up in their hand. That sucks. The Water Crystal. I get rid of River Churn Monument because, you know, that is going to be a problem. We'll do them like that. Set up my draws like that. Does that link work? Try this link. What is the play? Split up? This is probably not a... Nope. Why isn't it working? That was the last one that I generated. Okay, I don't know why that wouldn't be working. So what's it saying on your end, like when you click on it? Copy. Yeah, it's the same one that I just sent. Okay, well, if it's not working, it's not working. It might be something server side with Discord. That is so weird. The invite link is invalid or has expired. Click on the latest one that I sent in the, click on the latest one that I sent. It TYW6J6EQZ5. Because that's the latest one. That's the latest one I generated for my server. Shieldred the Apocalypse. I'll put her on top of the deck. Still says it. Well, I don't know what to say then. Because I generated a new... Are you clicking the latest one that I sent? Because when I click it... The heck? I'm trying to remember what my password was. Because it lets... That's so weird. Because it's the latest one. Maybe... Okay. Is it... Because it's in streamer mode? Disable... Invite... Edit invite link... My Discord name is .kmac. So the like that. Then I'll try to get this sorted out here. Discord.ggty. Da, 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 da. I sent you a friend request. Okay. Poland's got temporary lockdown out. Okay, well, I will check on that. It's Scorpion? You're a Scorpion? Little thoughtseize. No more lies. And do that. So I see a friend request from Scorpion. I just want to clarify that that's you. Okay, my next opponent. Okay, I'll just accept it. I'll just accept it right now. And then I can invite you into can invite you through here, I think. I don't know why that wouldn't be, why that's not working. Just turn streamer mode back on. It said I was banned. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Banned from Discord? Or banned from the server? Because you shouldn't get banned right away. Maybe I'm trying to think. Ban your server. Why would you be banned in my server? There's no reason that you would be banned in my server because it doesn't ban people right away. Why would... I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. The user is banned from this guild? Why would you be banned? One second. Like when I clicked friend request, what did you click on? I'll look into this. I have no clue. Yeah. Unless you were there before. We did have a guy. I've only ever had to ban one person from there. And I don't think that's you. The user is banned from the server. Then I have no idea what's going on. You're the first person to... I've never been in your server, no. So it doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me either. Yeah. Yeah, I see the deck list you sent me, the blue white historic. And then I sent the go to server. Yeah. That works. It works for me. Let me just quickly log out of Discord. Like, let me just close down the Discord app. Click on the invite link. Yeah, the invite link takes me directly to my own server. Like, takes me directly there. What if I actually like completely log out though? My account. Log out. And then we click on this. I just sent you the screenshot. Yeah, I saw it. So I don't know why it wouldn't let you in. Forgot my password. Okay. There we go. It actually, yeah, it's invalid invite. The user is banned from this guild. I don't understand. I'm gonna look into this. Okay. Give me half a second. This. Okay. Cretaceous jungle. Server settings. People. Bans. There's only 2 people banned. Auto mod. Block suspected spam content. Bans, audit log, safety setup. I don't know. I guess unbanned my account. Yeah, it's what the heck? Why is it? Yeah, you're not on the list of banned people. You're not on the list of banned people. So, because I've legitimately never seen your account before. TP05674. Did you just join Discord like recently? Like only recently? Okay. Um, are you using a VPN? One of my friend's servers, I've somehow been banned from the server. However, they say it doesn't show up in the ban logs. IP is in the bans list for the server. Already a member of 100 servers. Are you already a member of 100 servers? No. Okay. So I'm like troubleshooting it right now. I'm like, this can happen accidentally for any number of reasons. What the frick? Banned, but not actually banned. Okay, so what you need to do is close down Discord. Then you go to app data, Discord cache. It's this. Like in the file explorer, you go here. In the file explorer. And you should find the cache. Just clear the cache data, but don't delete the folder itself. Delete everything in that cache folder, but not the cache folder itself. This shall fix your problem. Make sure Discord is closed and not running to clear the cache folder. Person that invited me just sent it a few minutes ago. I tried making a new account and go on the link again. It also resulted in the same problem as well. Does anyone have any solutions for this? So that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's just something that happens sometimes. If that doesn't work, you can try something else. Anyways, I'm probably going to give this issue a rest now because I want to get back to the actual game and probably also probably end the stream pretty soon here. But yeah, if you want to stick around, like you can just follow me here if you want to chat and you want to hang out. Discord's great, but my server isn't insanely active. So you're not missing out on too much, right? There's the Twitter, there's the YouTube, there's all that, and you can follow it. But like, I'm not here to be tech support, so me, like, as a VTuber, I know like how to operate all this like OBS stuff, but then there's some stuff that's just like computers are finicky things and they don't listen sometimes. goblins. Impact Tremors might have been the better target. I'm afraid of Krenko. Krenko scares me. Haste and menace. Okay. I do want to try to draw into some removal here. We have to rip Krenko out of their hand. There ain't no way. We definitely have to do that. What's the play here? Grim Flare. Just hold up blockers. Damn. Goblins for you. It's fast deck. Hello and welcome. Some nice stream. Keep it up. I really enjoy this game and would love to play together. I'm also a streamer. Please add me on Discord. Yeah, you can like hop into the server. I've got a server. Somebody else was having trouble with it, so if you could like click on that link and see if it's actually working properly, that'd be cool. Thank you. Assuming, you know, you're not a bot. If you're not a bot, say Bionicle in the chat. I want to hear you type Bionicle. Waiting for the Bionicles. You know, you're a Toa now. The Great Spirit Matanui requires your assistance. Nah, it's a clanker. That's a bot. That's a bot right there. They're not even in the list of users. That's how you know it's a bot. Jesus Christ. Arclight Phoenix. Arclight Phoenix, I need to hold up mana to stop it. I actually need to do something about that. They have one Arclight in the grave. We blow this up before they can get a land off of it. Before they can get a draw off of it. They'll lose life if they draw, but I don't want them to draw cards. I'd rather give them a land. Death Cap Glade. Then Shieldred. And hold up mana to cast Shieldred's Edict. Because she's here, but she has an edict that she's casting on people. Oh God. That's unfortunate. Very. I also need to keep a card in my hand to discard to Kroxa, because Kroxa is definitely gonna come out. A wild hee-hee jump out. Ah, a wild hee-hee jump out. Kroxa. I think we cast this now. Yes. That is the option. God damn it. Grimflare. Hissing Quagmire. Why would it do that? Why would it do that? Anyways, I'm probably gonna go. Yeah, I think it's probably time to transform and roll out here. So it's at the 3-hour mark. Kind of an okay stream. Getting our rank up with the Golgari deck, but I'm getting tired. I might go out and get something to eat. I'm gonna head off, and everyone have a good night. Goodbye.